Are you living with chronic pain that your doctors have not been able to help you get rid of? Is the pain called a neuralgia or neuropathy, where there's nerve pain that's in the face or the arms and the legs and the head and the back? If yes, you deserve to hear this man's story. This man, Roger, who's a great patient of mine. My name is Dr. Lonnie Herman. Let's take a moment. Let's listen to what he had to say, a couple of highlights of what he had to say about his incredible 100% relief of all of his symptoms, and thanks to the care that I offered him, and also that he's, without these symptoms, sustainable relief, that is, for 1 year after treatment has ended. So let's listen to that video and then come on right back.
Bad numbness in my hands and in my face and all over the body. And sometimes I would consume certain foods and I would feel like burning pain in my body. So I just remember feeling really hopeless because I had seen several neurologists. I had been to the ER 3 or 4 times, and you know how expensive that can get. I went to my doctor and got every single test done that I could. I started seeing a functional medicine doctor, and I just remember my fiance, now wife, was just, you know, getting frustrated as well because she was just doing everything she could and we were doing everything we could. And I'm actually from Mexico, so we would make trips to Mexico as well to see doctors down there. And I think I literally saw almost every profession of doctors. And I remember my primary care physician saying, "Hey, you should really consider seeing a psychiatrist." And I was like, "Fine, I'll go see a psychiatrist." And I just remember it helped a lot, right, for me personally, but it didn't really get rid of the symptoms. I remember seeing a video of yours on YouTube years back and describing the symptoms that somebody went through and their journey and this and that, the other. And I was just like, I don't know what is telling me, whether it be God or the universe, but something is just like pulling me to just say, dude, just try it out. Dude, just try it out. And I said, you know what? Okay, let me call. And I just remember you being booked super ahead. And I was like, I'm going to book this appointment and I'm going to make the trip down there. And my wife being like, are you sure? And I was like, I'm not sure what it is, but something in me is telling me that I have to go see this man. And I remember I just remember feeling so bad. And I remember being, I think I was like 24 or 25 at the time. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to live the rest of my life like this. Like, I can't do that. Like, I feel so bad. I'm about to get married to the love of my life. Like, that's just not fair to her. And thankfully, like after 2 years of seeing you, I can most certainly say I'm 100% better. I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm in the best shape of my life. I run almost every single day, and I can eat pretty much anything, and consume alcohol now too. So from time to time, and I am very very grateful because my family, my friends, my colleagues, my wife, everybody wanted to help me so bad, and they just didn't know what to do. And it cost me a lot of money. It cost me a lot of money in my business because I couldn't work events because I felt so bad. I had to sleep, felt like I had to sleep all day. So, and the nerve pain was just horrible. So I honestly felt trapped in my body, and I just was always really upset I was just like, why me? Like, what is it? What's going on? Like, why can't I figure this out? And I'm just very, very grateful to have found you, for sure.
Isn't that just incredible? He is so happy. His before and after is remarkable. So right now, let me tell you, I'm going to describe the findings from his examinations, what we treated that gave him the relief that he is loving and enjoying every day of his life. I'm going to go over a list of the various symptoms that he had that he came into my clinic with. And then at the very end of the video, after I make my conclusion about what gave him the relief of all these horrible symptoms that he suffered for many, many, many months, I'm going to play the entire testimonial so you can hear more out of his mouth about his life and how he suffered. Okay? So first, let's listen to the list of symptoms that he came into my clinic with. One of them was that he had sciatica pain that went down his legs, both legs into the feet. He had heel pain in his left foot. He had a chronic cough. There was a nonstop chronic cough. When he was eating different foods, his neck would begin stinging as if something was stabbing him in his neck. His eyes were red. His eyes were burning. His eyes were stinging. This was on a daily, day and night basis for many months. He had a burning pain throughout the entire body. He had heart palpitations and felt like his heart was skipping a beat. He felt that he could not perform well intimately with his wife. He also had a symptom of numbness and tingling and burning and stinging in his fingers. It was also in his toes. He had numb gums. The gums around his teeth and his mouth were numb. His tongue was numb. His face was numb. His face and his arms and his hands and his tongue and his gums, he also described it as if it was like sand was flowing underneath his skin. Sand, just imagine if you turned on the water faucet in your kitchen sink and instead of water coming out, it was sand that was flowing out of that sink. He explained it to me that it was sand underneath his face, underneath the skin in the face, in his tongue, in his gums, in his teeth, and his arms and his hands. He also felt that when he would stand up, he would get dizzy, felt like he was going to faint. He had, when he would eat certain foods, whether it was coffee or chocolate or almonds, he felt more symptoms, salt, he felt more symptoms of numbness, he felt symptoms of the fingers and toes would burn more, his face would burn more from eating those different items. He is, with salt, in addition to the numbness in the body increasing, he felt that his hands would go cold and then they would start burning. He had knee pain. He had chronic fatigue. He felt hopeless. He felt like his sinuses were clogged. He had breathing issues with this, and it was horrible for him to live through these.
And thankfully, like after 2 years of seeing you, I can most certainly say I'm 100% better. I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm in the best shape of my life. I run almost every single day, and I can eat pretty much anything, and consume alcohol now too. So from time to time, and I am very very grateful because my family, my friends, my colleagues, my wife, everybody wanted to help me so bad, and they just didn't know what to do. And it cost me a lot of money. It cost me a lot of money in my business because I couldn't work events because I felt so bad. I had to sleep, felt like I had to sleep all day. So, and the nerve pain was just horrible. So I honestly felt trapped in my body, and I just was always really upset I was just like, why me? Like, what is it? What's going on? Like, why can't I figure this out? And I'm just very, very grateful to have found you, for sure.